Attention! This disclaimer at the beginning of the video is to remind you that some of the assets seen in this video have been modified, baked, broiled, pickled, frozen, whisked, or churned from their original forms. Therefore, distribution is prohibited. Please refer to the sources listed below right here, right now to obtain the assets in their original form. Thank you!
Just a few more miles from Richmond Yard from here.
That's music to my ears.
You don't have any ears.
You're clearly not seeing the elephant ears in the room here.
Put a gun to my head and I still couldn't get this transmitter to turn off.
No use of making a big deal out of it. Let Abram's yard know and they'll patch it up tomorrow. I doubt they'll have anything to fix it out here in the sticks.
And you said you rolled out of LaGrange?
2 or 3 weeks ago. They ran me here over what some called the water level route. I'm still trying to piece together what that means.
That's a piece of railroadiana that predates me.
And you're what, 50?
I was built 7 years ago. Aggressions aside, the stories I heard from some of the central engines that worked it would turn your blue white.
Give me a break.
Independent or train?
No, not that kind of break. Listen to the radio.
Of course. Only a ruthless man with a heart of, steel. Yes, steel could run such a nightmarish operation. His trains earned the feared moniker of the Great Steel Fleet.
And this is all true?
Every word that comes from my mouth.
But you don't even have a mouth!
Exactly.
These nutjobs can't be serious. Who are they even talking about anyway?
Ghastly trains crisscross the system, inciting terror through every small whistle stop they passed. The Wolverine, the Ohio State Limited.
Ohio? They named a train after Ohio.
Yes.
No.
It gets worse. See, back in those ancient times, they had to deal with an evil second to only Satan himself. The steam locomotive.
A locomotive? Powered by steam? How does that even work?
Some say they didn't.
We've got, what, 100 cars behind my tender and they have the nerve to say that we steam locomotives don't work?
Legions of men slaved away just to appease their fire-breathing overlords. In fact, some claim that the New York Central was the road of fire, smoke, and steam. A prototype for hell.
Oh my god, how did the hapless railroads ever survive? I can't imagine that such temperamental machines would ever yield any goodwill between the firms and the public.
Lucky for us, Stuart T. Saunders, a man of infinite jest, saw to it that all of them met the torch.
All of them?
All of them.
Do we still have Rhapsody in Blue on cassette?
We never leave the shops without your favorite.
Covered in cloaks of asbestos and soot haunt our rail.
You said they were all scrapped!
Not all of us.
Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm not trained in negotiations with terrorists. I'm trained in training.
Wait, what?
LaGrange told us not to give in to peer pressure, but that completely went out the window, Mr. Steam Locomotive. Please don't take me away to Ohio. I promise to be better than Ohio. I have a good turbocharger, Mr. Steam Locomotive. I'm just new here, wanted to make a new friend. I've never worked
Is
in
he
energy
okay?
trade
I
before.
think.
Nathan, do something, please. He's besides himself.
Excuse me, Mr.
Please take me away.
6741?
Anywhere else? Yes, Mr. Steam Locomotive, sir.
Call me Nathan. I'm not about to take you to Ohio. Or to your death. Where'd you get that silly notion?
I heard it through the grapevine.
If I had a nickel plate for every time I've said this, I'd have to... My apologies, but you've been played. Your SD-40 friend makes for a middling thespian, but the verdict is still out on his qualifications as a historian.
Yeah.
It's a fun comedic bit, don't get me wrong, but he's also dead wrong. I don't even know who Stuart T. Saunders is, but I can tell you that someone named Al was in charge of Central's disposition of their steam locomotives. In fact, Paul Simon wrote a whole song about it and everything.
That's a song that doesn't come out for another 5 years and is about Paul Simon getting mistaken for a different person at a party.
And by the way, I don't mean to brag, but we steam locomotives are the better kitchens. My fireman can make a breakfast bap right from his scoop. Ain't that something?
I didn't catch a word of anything you just said.
Never mind.
Holy smokestacks, Batman! This isn't Junction City. How in the name of Herbert Humphrey, famous opposition to Richard Nixon in the controversial 1968 presidential election, do I get home?
Benjamin, my son, come hither. It is I, your guardian angel, Curtis the Southern Rail Road Consolidation. Now I'm late to my backgammon tournament. Henceforth, I do not have much time to spend with you, my son. I can get you out of the pickle about to befall you, but you must heed my words to a T.
Jeepers creepers! Mr. Curtis of the Southern Railroad Consolidation! Anything to get me back to Junction City. It smells like rats and gasoline up here. And it needs a tidy up bad!
Hey, I just wanted to record you a message for whatever starry-eyed nitwit who thinks they're running a slick operation. Newsflash, I've got Big Daddy Conrail breathing down my neck, asking where the 5 loads are. Your crew is utterly hopeless at reading communications. If I don't see your clapped-out piece of crap excuse for a yard goat with those fabled hoppers by 1800 hours, I will...
Benjamin, time is of the essence. The delivery of them 5 hoppers over yonder is crucial to your survival. With post haste, make tracks to Richmond, ASAP on the IMI.
ASAP on the I am high? Curtis of the Southern Railroad Consolidation. What does that mean?
Deliver the coal hoppers, Ben.
Where's that guardian angel when I need him? Unless there's some kind of narrative beat occurring in the yard, or witty, or charismatic dialogue. Why is there a train blocking on the main line? I'm not gonna stop in time! I'm so getting fired for this!
You've done well, my young Padawan. I shall return you to Junction City at the drop of this.
What hat? What's a Padawan? Curtis? Curtis? Curtis! Thias W. Baldwin. Thank God it was just a very vivid, very technicolor 4D dream.
Your words, kid, not mine.